You ever get that feeling you're watching a race, the cars are just millimeters apart, and you think to yourself, I could hit that apex? Well, guess what? You're in exactly the right place. Today, we're jumping headfirst into the world of sim racing. We're going to break down how to build your very first setup, and I promise getting on that virtual track is a whole lot easier than you might think.
Okay, let's get the biggest question out of the way right from the start: the money. You see these pro-level rigs online, and it's easy to think this hobby is just wildly expensive. But here's the secret. A great setup isn't about having the deepest pockets. It's about being smart. It's about understanding where to put your money to actually get faster and, have more fun.
And let's be super clear here. Sim racing is not just another racing game. We're not talking about hitting a wall at 200 miles an hour and just rewinding. Nope. This is a discipline. It's built on incredibly realistic physics, authentic car handling, and a competitive spirit that is just as real as actual motorsport. Exactly. You should think of this as a legitimate sport. The skills you learn here, things like car control, racecraft, and just pure consistency, they are so real, so transferable, that many pro drivers use these exact same simulators to prep for their next big race. And this is the magic that makes it all click. See, a regular gamepad just kind of buzzes in your hand. But a force feedback wheel, it talks to you, it communicates. You feel the tires start to lose grip. You feel every bump and crack in the road surface. You feel the weight of the car shifting as you go through a corner. That feeling, that data coming through your hands is what turns a simple game into a true simulation. So the software is where all this amazing physics lives. You've got titans like iRacing, which is kind of the gold standard for serious, hardcore online racing. Then you have something like Assetto Corsa Competizione, which is a fantastic doorway into the world of GT racing. The point is, there are amazing options out there for every skill level, whether you're on a PC or a console.
All right, let's start building. I know the world of sim racing gear can look really overwhelming from the outside, but don't sweat it. Every single setup, and I mean every one, from a basic wheel clamped to a desk all the way to a pro-level rig, is built on the exact same 3 core pieces.
Seriously, it's this simple. 1, you need your inputs, right? The wheel and the pedals that connect you to the car. 2, you need a solid place to mount them, like a cockpit or a wheel stand. And 3, you need the engine that runs the whole show, which is your PC or console. That's it. That's the entire foundation.
And please, do not sleep on the importance of that mount. It is the one thing almost every beginner overlooks. Think about it. If your wheel is wobbling around or your pedals are sliding on the floor, how can you possibly be consistent? You can't. A stable platform isn't some luxury. It's absolutely crucial for building that muscle memory that makes you fast. Okay, now we get to the really fun stuff, the gear itself. We're going to break down the 2 main technologies you need to know for wheels and pedals, because understanding this little difference is the key to spending your money wisely.
So for wheels, you've basically got 2 main camps. First up, you have gear and belt-driven wheels, like the legendary Logitech G29. They are the perfect way to get started, giving you really solid force feedback and just incredible value. But the next level up is direct drive, and here the steering wheel is bolted directly to the motor shaft. The feedback is instant, it's powerful, it's unbelievably detailed. It's the difference between someone describing the road to you and actually feeling every single pebble yourself.
Now, if you're looking for the single biggest, most impactful upgrade you can possibly make, it's this right here. It's the pedals. See, entry-level sets use something called a potentiometer. It just measures how far you push the pedal. But a load cell measures how hard you push, the force, the pressure, just like a real brake pedal. This is a huge deal because your muscles are way, way better at remembering pressure than they are at remembering distance. And this says it all, right? The moment you switch to a load cell, you stop thinking about how far your foot needs to travel, and you just start braking by feel. Your consistency goes through the roof. You'll find you lock up the tires way less often, and your lap times, they will drop. It is a total, absolute game changer. So, the big question, what does all this actually cost? Let's get real and break it down into 3 pretty common budget levels. This will give you a super clear picture of what you can get for your money. And here's the best part. You do not need thousands and thousands of dollars to get a real, authentic simulation experience.
A fantastic starting point is right around that $500 to $700 range. So for that entry-level price, you're looking at something like a Logitech wheel on a good, sturdy stand. That's your ticket to the grid. When you're ready for more, that mid-range, say $1,500 to $2,500, that gets you into the world of entry-level direct drive and a more serious, dedicated cockpit. And from there, well, the sky's the limit. That premium tier at $3,000 and up, that's where you find the pro-grade wheels and pedals in a rig that is just rock solid. All right, so once you have the gear, now comes the most important part. You have to remember this. The most expensive setup in the world is not going to magically make you a champion. The hardware is just the tool. The real journey, the real goal, is developing your skill as a driver. So focus here on the fundamentals. Number 1, be smooth. Simulators hate jerky movements. 2, learn techniques like trail braking. That's how you carry more speed into the corners. But honestly, above everything else, chase consistency. Being able to hit your marks lap after lap after lap, that's what wins races, not one single heroic fast lap. And honestly, that's the perfect way to look at this whole thing. Your first rig is not your forever rig. It's just your starting point. Begin with a solid foundation, focus on your driving, and just let your setup grow and evolve right along with you as your passion and your skills get better. At the end of the day, building the setup is just step 1. It's the starting line for this incredible journey into competition, skill, and just an amazing community of people. So really, the only question left is, where's your journey going to take you? Thanks for joining us.